So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. My name is Al Mina. I am the concept author of Face Economics. I'm here to basically just briefly touch base with everyone within the Filipino community and have you understand that I'm here in support of the current issue in Vancouver, Canada, where the Filipino-Canadian community celebrating the Lapu-lapu festival was basically mowed down by an assailant who purposely targeted the Filipino community. And on top of that, I believe his motivation was to silence those individuals whose lives he doesn't respect, whose dignity he cares nothing about, whose heritage, culture, and overall celebration of the Filipino identity is irrelevant to him. Okay, folks, everyone who's listening to my voice currently, I would like to ask you and implore you to please consider supporting the Filipino community in Vancouver, Canada, in such difficult time in their lives. This attack is beyond evil. The perpetrator, okay, knew the location where the event was going to take place. He also understood that it was organized by the Filipino community. And therefore, everything that leads for someone to logically believe that he was out there to target and kill members of the Filipino community. And this is why I'm asking every single one of you to please lift up in prayer and in your thoughts the Filipino community in Vancouver, Canada. Okay, folks, the marginalized population in this part of the world have been dealing with a lot of hatred, a lot of hardship, and a lot of discrimination because we don't look, think, and operate similar to those of people in the West. Regardless of our upbringing in this part of the world, regardless of our education, and regardless of our overall life experience. When we are attacked, you don't hear it being discussed in the national news. Very seldom would you hear about the flight of someone that's been discriminated against, someone that's been racially harassed, attacked, and institutionally, subjected to racism. Okay. And therefore, I decided to raise the flag and basically inform the Filipino community worldwide that we need to support those that have been attacked, those that have been marginalized, those that have been discriminated against, whose race, Filipino race, have been ethnically attacked. Okay. please share this message with your network, within your friends and family. Until we learn to stand up against oppression, tyranny, and racism, things like this will continue to happen. I started my campaign to raise awareness many years ago, okay? And as a former victim of racism, discrimination, my civil rights violated, and human rights ignored, I know the pain and suffering that people who silently go through it have had to deal with. I didn't want to go public with my case up until I realized that until I say something, nothing will change. And here we are. A direct hit on the Filipino community took place based off of hate, okay, based out of racism, and based out of evil towards a group of people that was simply celebrating their heritage. A group of Filipinos that just wanted to embrace and hold each other and have a good time fellowshipping against a group of people that have in the past been discriminated against, marginalized, and racially attacked. Enough is enough. We have to take a stand. We have to raise our voice, and we have to say that this is not going to be accepted. Okay, folks. My name is Al Mina. I am the author of Face Economics, which is a book that utilizes the concept of using the social media platform in economic development worldwide. As I mentioned, please share my message throughout your sphere of influence, your circle of friends, your family members, and make sure to rally behind the Filipino community in Vancouver, Canada. They need our support, they need our message, and they need our voice to lift up their cause and to bring them justice. Okay, folks, we need these kinds of violence against us, against other people and other communities to stop. We need the racism, discrimination, violation of civil rights and human rights against us to stop. We now live in the year 2025. And if people are still violating our rights as human beings and not protect us by the law, then it is time that we need to pick up and raise arms and unify around a message of peace, a message of equality, and a message of truth. We need to make sure that justice is served until we receive that justice that is due to us. These kinds of events will continue to happen. Unfortunately, many lives have been lost. Had we raised our voice back then and made sure that these kinds of events doesn't happen towards anybody, towards any group of people, other people will be victimized. And therefore, I want to implore every single one of you to share and talk to your family and friends about what took place in Vancouver, Canada last Saturday. Okay, folks. Um, I've read conflicting reports and even people's not wanting to talk about it. But in all reality, we do need to talk about it. We need to put it out in the open and say how something like this in the year 2025 would continue to happen, specifically targeting the Filipino community. With this said, my name is Almina. Please consider supporting the Filipino community in Vancouver. You may also follow me on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. It's called Face Economics TV. And you may also find me on my podcast platform, which is on Spotify, Face Economics Podcast. So just Google me, look up my name. It's Al Mina, and you can find me online. Just Google my name. You spell that out for you. So the short version is Al, A-L, last name M-I-N-A. The full version of my name is Aldous. It's A-L-D-O-U-S, last name M-I-N-A. Again, the spelling of my name. So you can look me up, Google me. It's A-L-D-O-U-S, M-I-N-A. Okay, I'm seeing this comments regarding my signal. I don't know why my signal is coming in and out, but what I will do is upload this video on our channel so that you may be able to watch it without any interruption. With this said, thank you for your time.